So I spent most of the last 7 years reading thousands and thousands of documents that confirmed what I'd already figured out in my head, was that this was a cover-up. The Penrose inquiry was the final and rather pish-poor whitewash coat in a long series of whitewash coats to cover up a really nasty series of experiments carried out on genetically definable little boys with haemophilia, occasionally little girls with von Willebrand disease as well. It's something that would have made Mengele proud, I think. It's the scummiest, nastiest experiment, I think, of the modern age. The exploitation in the British Isles of Scottish, English, Welsh and Irish haemophiliacs has been legend to this day, because the truth is still being denied. Government is not accepting its responsibility, and a human rights violation, as detailed in page 1 of the Penrose report, that the Prime Minister is so convinced lets his government off of any responsibility. Prove a genocide of unique character, a genocide of despicable and, quite frankly, awesome balls. Or is that bollocks? 2,000 British haemophiliacs have died. We don't have figures for whole bloods, in case you're wondering, because no fucker get them. I wonder why. The data's been interesting in this. I mean, I've read in total 250,000 documents just to do with the Penrose inquiry. And there's still huge gaps, there's still bits where you can't quite make sense of it unless you theorise quite negative, extremely negative things. It's time we stopped denying it. Haemophiliacs were used as lab rats. Babies, men, boys, no consideration for them or their families or their contacts. One giant experiment out in the human environment. Another piece of scientific insanity. It's time the state paid for it instead of continued to cover it up. Responsible government? Aye, right.